When I lived, many lies is why I made you cry. That's the download. Okay. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. I am Mystic Alchemy. Thank you for being here. So this person knows a lot more about their state of being and their condition than they lead on. They try to act dumbfounded about it, like they don't know that they're suffering from a demon attachment. But they are. And they know that something is off within them. But they've grown to like it. They've grown to like this way of being. They've attached themselves to the attachment. Okay? And it's one of those things where this person knows that it's almost like they have an attitude on purpose. They talk extra, how can I say? It's like crafting the words in such a way. I heard a wordsmith. This is a wordsmith, but and they can use their words to assist people, but that doesn't really power them up like that, unfortunately, because they're on the lower level of the spectrum. So uplifting people, when they do that, it actually, for them in their mind, it takes away from them. But you would never know that because they too crafty with it. Some of you may. I can't say that you would never know that, but that's how they, I want to say that's how they deliver the words, because they're wordsmiths. So it's like, this is like the download I'm getting. I'm trying to say it though, because it's a bit wonky. Okay, excuse me. Now this person has this way about them where when they do give someone kind words, it really makes them cringe inside. It's all for show. What you see before you with this particular person is all for show, and you'll notice the truth when you see them behind closed doors. When you see them and nobody else sees, that's when you see the real person. This person is an actor. They will act like they have love for people, but it's just a facade. And it's a cloak. It's a cloak of light that they will literally put on and take off. They'll put it on and they take it off. It's not a choice to, it's a choice. However, it's not their choice to actually gravitate towards the way of uplifting. It's for the image. It's for the appearance, because it's like those who are revered publicly and respected publicly are put on a pedestal, right? But it's just, the thing is that the only way that matters spiritually is if the person is really pure about it and if they're really true. Now, this gives like a false prophet, or like someone who is they're portraying to be. It's giving that pastor that's robbing the church energy again. I'm picking up that type of thing. But every time they get a chance, if they see someone that if they sense that someone's like has a weakness or they could be toyed with, they'll do it in a I heard do it in a jiffy. Not a jiffy. They'll do it quickly, because that energy is what powers them up. They like that. That is what makes them feel good when they put somebody down. And it puts them, when they put somebody down, even if it's one of those subliminals. Yeah, that's another thing. This person loves subliminals because some people too slow to catch a subliminal, right? So this person loves it because it's like a sneak attack. It's like throwing a rock and hiding hands. This is the energy. It's real slimy. It's real slime. It's real grimy. They don't really they don't really rock with people like that. It's just all for show. But deep down inside, it's like they make sure that they have to like pass along these evil ways that they try to conceal. It's like these little things that they do. And it has become habitual. It's almost like this person, there's a slither of this person that wants to be better, but they don't think they can be. So they'd rather stay on a side that's comfortable, even though they know it's not really the best way to be. At this point, they don't even know how to be anything else, though. So they teeter in the middle between actually being an upstanding person that wants to they want to match their personal energy behind closed doors with the energy that everybody sees. It just doesn't match. It don't match. It's like a total different person in ways. I heard in ways that I won't mention. That's another thing this person does. They can't necessarily be called a liar because they don't mention it. At least that's how they look at it. If I don't mention it, and it is personal, so it's like a person doesn't need to mention their personals, but at the same time, it's very intentional when it comes to how this person works, because this person needs to be seen highly by many. You know what this gives me? Like somebody who, okay, imagine someone being in a relationship and in front of their person's family, they're like the perfect person. But then as soon as the family is gone, that person is disrespectful to their person. Let me put it in I don't want to make it confusing. Say, for instance, you were with someone that wore many masks. So when they were around your family, your family loved them. They was like the perfect poster child, very charismatic, everything. They got that, right? But when the family would leave, they talking crazy, acting crazy. It's like almost like a split personality. Yeah, that's what I want. It's a split personality, but it's just that mask that they show others is for the public eye, because they want that energy from the public. But the energy that they really want is belittling people and making them feel horrible because they have so many demon attachments that, lower frequency energy feeds off that fear and off that anger, that type of energy. That's why when you have authenticity and joy and your frequency is higher, demons see God in you, so they know they can't be all up on you like that. They're gonna run away because they're not gonna have nowhere to go. Demons attach to those who can't control their emotions, and their emotions are all out of order. Demons attach to many let me say it like this, demons attach to many that lack emotional intelligence. So behind closed doors, they like a massive gremlin that can morph into like a werewolf and like a Sasquatch all at the same time. That sounds crazy. I just said any creature that came into my mind. But yeah, that's the energy I'm picking up on. So this could very well be someone that you've encountered in your past, and you know this energy. Spirit said this is an energy reminder. Remember about this energy and what this energy did to you, so you stay the hell away. Okay? This energy right here is it's like I don't even know what to call the thing. Let me see. Because it's not really the person, it's the attachment. And this person is just like a shell of themselves because they're being used by like a den of demons. And I mean, somebody who's been taken over like that, it's like at that point they need to figure that out. Because if they're going, it's one thing if a person they're using their will because they want to, what I want to say is the word dispel. Yeah, that's about right. I'll use that word, dispel. So a person has to want to dispel their demon attachments in order for them to go away, because that's like you having a bunch of people in your house that you don't want in your house. So imagine you went away and like in the movies you see the kids or somebody is in the house throwing a whole party and the parents went on vacation and they come back home early and there's a party going on. And they're like, get out of my house, everybody go. But that's like that type of situation. When you got a bunch of, when one has a bunch of demons just having a party inside their vessel, they the one who got to tell them to get out. Okay? They gonna have to really, take ownership of their body, because their body is being used as a vehicle. And until they are strong enough to do that, then, they're just going to live their life like that. And that's not necessarily your problem. It's only your problem if you had have stayed with this, or if you had have stayed with this type of person, or if you, for some reason, trick yourself into believing that you must deal with this type of situation. Okay? And for some of you, I just picked up an energy that you had a parent like this, or parents, or like elders in your life that acted this way. And that was very difficult, because as a child, oh my goodness, to go through that type of thing and the demon is in your parents. Oh my. I mean, everybody has they have demons to fight. You know how they say that? That's a real thing. And that's when you're learning in the beginning and you don't know what's going on, and then you figure it out and then you choose. But a child can't choose. That's their parents. Where they gonna go? They have to stay there with them. And then they have to fight through it and learn from it. And then once they learn from it, they're gonna have to overcome that traumatic experience that they had. So it's all a learning process, no matter how challenging and difficult it may be, or it was. If you don't force yourself to learn from the experience, life gets much more difficult. So, if you are familiar with this type of energy, and this is a good reminder for you as to who to stay away from. This is one of those energies. It doesn't make sense to be trying to do something about this, because there's nothing you could do here. The only thing you could do is share some words, but people like this don't even want that because they'll end up finding something wrong with even the healing words that you attempt to give, because they're that far gone. They've been taken over to the point of the only way that they can return is if they use their will to. However, some that are in this condition don't have the will to do that, so you must let them go. Or you suffer from being in their presence. Okay, so yeah. These individuals especially are not going to like you because they see the light in you that they don't have because they're choosing to live their life that way. And so they're automatically going to be angry at you. And the sad part about it is that they know why, and they know it's messed up. It's like they can't help themselves though. So yes, if you deem this type of situation and energy as someone who you will know how to handle in the future, and that you've learned how to deal with from your past, so you know better now than to just be allowing this energy all back into your energy all willy-nilly like it's cool and it's not, then drop it down in the comments below. Okay, thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're feeling my vibe, especially if this message does resonate with you. You could book a healthy conversation also by going to www.milkhoneyrose.org. There is a discounted rate until October 31st. And I posted 2 videos last night in the membership, so join it. Okay, what you doing? Why you didn't join yet? Join the membership if you want additional content. Stop playing. All right, so I'll see you in the next message. I love you. Bye. Y'all know y'all wanna do the thing.